Whispered tales that have been told for generations, tales of love, mysterious disappearances, and restless spirits. Spooky stories can stir the imagination and leave you with a deeper appreciation for our haunting history.
A history highlighted during any of the Chesapeake ghost walks through historic Eastern Shore towns. Guess who's here? Mindie Burgoyne is a storyteller with Chesapeake Ghost Tours. Thanks for talking to us this afternoon.
Happy to be here.
I'm going to cut to the chase here. What is the fascination with ghosts?
Well, with me or with everybody?
Well, I guess it could go both ways, right?
I think there's a great fascination with everybody. It's a hot market. I started as a travel writer, and I wrote a couple of pieces about hauntings, and they were very popular, and I proposed a book, and that was very popular. With History Press published it, and then I had people say, why don't you do tours? And I tried that, never had done it before. The market's very hot. People are interested in supernatural things. You can turn the TV on any time of the day or night and look on your cable channels and find something on ghosts.
Something ghost.
So it's popular.
Yeah. So you operate the largest trail of year-round ghost tours in America. So what do you think makes Delmarva so rich with this history?
Well, the Delmarva Peninsula is the most undeveloped piece of land between Maine and Florida. You know, it's the largest contiguous piece of agricultural land. So your colonial towns are still there and kind of intact. You know, you'll get places like Cambridge and Snow Hill, Berlin. They look like they did years ago. And so they're prime for folklore. You know, there hasn't been a lot of infiltration of, other culture. You still have the old stories. You still have the same old families, the old graveyards. And so while there might not be one town that's as big and as popular as maybe Gettysburg or Savannah, when you cluster them together and go one after another, we have 10 products, ghost walks, and 6 of them are every single week, and 3 of them are interspersed throughout the month. So, it gives people a chance to know that history, but also the folklore and the mystery. It's really basically an entertainment piece.
So what's involved in researching these stories and tales?
Well, I took a year to do 10 tours. I did 1 a month. Prior to that, I had researched a book, and I did most of the research at Salisbury University, in the NAB Research Center. They have an amazing collection of folklore, not just in what students that were taking folklore collected, but also books and things. So I spent a year doing the research on one book, and then another year writing each tour. So I used that resource as well as commentary and other people that had ghost stories, and then crafted one walk in Cambridge on January 16th. Like, would you go out at night? I thought nobody will come. It's freezing. There's ice on the ground, and it sold out. It sold out in 2 days. So I did another one the next week, and that one sold out. And I just wrote 1 a month for a year, and that's how I got the collection of the 10 tours.
Of the collection, is there one that fascinates you the most?
There's one that scares me the most.
Okay.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. Now we're talking.
I mean, I don't really get scared, but I hate doing the Pocomoke tour because I get scared every time I do it. There's just something about that forest that has a 200-year legacy of being haunted. That's unrelated people over a long period of time that have said there's stuff going on in that forest, and when you walk in there with a ghost tour, things happen, and it unnerves me. So that's not my favorite tour to do, but it is a tour where things kind of happen. But all of them are great. I mean, of course they're all great. It's like talking about your children. You can't have a favorite one.
Now, you've been involved in some paranormal investigations.
I'm not a paranormal investigator, but we do those.
Okay.
Where we sell tickets, and we have a team of paranormal people that you can watch, like at Furnace Town. That was a big popular spot. The Delmarva Theater was another place we did them. So we have friends that are Delmarva spirit hunters. They come and they bring all their stuff. Everybody watches. They can kind of participate. We have a guide there to make sure questions are answered, and we partner with those venues. Furnace Town and the Delmarva Theater have been great to us, and I think we did one at Poplar Hill as well. And
wow. It's just all fascinating to me, and I just loved exploring your website, which we're going to have a link to from our website on DelmarvaLife.com. Mindie, thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you for inviting me.
Tis the season, right?
Right.
Tis the season.